Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card and earn up to 5% cash back with Venmo Stash. Got paid back? With the Venmo debit card, you can instantly access your balance and spend on what you want, like game day snacks, gear, tickets, and more. The more you do, the more cash back you can earn. Plus, there's no monthly fee or minimum balance. Sign up now at Venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands you need. From athletic stuff, like a full court pickup game, swish, to athletic-ish stuff, like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. And for morning hikes up the mountain trail, good pace. To nighttime ghost stories from the camping chair. What a twist. Whatever level of active, Sierra loves it all. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athletic-ish, Sierra's got it.
This is Optimal Health Daily, the motivation you need today, and how to stick to your diet and exercise, both by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Hey there, welcome to a Tuesday edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is one of just a few podcasts in the world where blogs are read to you for free so that you don't have to read them yourself. Now, to check out our other shows, just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. Now today, I have two shorter posts. Sometimes I read two posts when each of them is a bit on the shorter side. After all, we want to make sure you get enough content from us each day. So with that, let's get to today's first post and start optimizing your life. The Motivation You Need Today by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. Everyone's got those days where they just can't seem to find motivation. Maybe you aren't looking forward to your workout, or have a day filled with meetings, or maybe you woke up feeling extra tired and even simple tasks seem too large. The tips I'm about to share will work in any area, from fitness to family, and are easy to apply to any lifestyle. 1. Set yourself up for success. Many don't succeed or can't find motivation because they've set their goals too high for that day. You know the feeling when you write out a to-do list and then feel like you didn't do anything because you didn't complete it? That's what I mean by setting yourself up. If you make a goal of running 5 miles and haven't run 1 mile, you're going to lack motivation when the time comes to run those 5. Setting yourself up for success means setting goals that are attainable. When you're writing out that to-do list, only write in things that you think you can accomplish in your day or your specific time frame. Running 5 miles is a great goal, but start more simply by doing a half mile without stopping first. That will help build confidence to tackle all 5. Another way to set yourself up for success is to look at how you structure your day and what your daily schedule looks like. I know it's difficult to say no to events and activities sometimes, but make sure you're scheduling items that are the most important to you first. If running is a goal you want to accomplish, don't push it out of your schedule because your friends want to do dinner or your office needs someone to work late. It's okay to say no, and you should, when the activity or event you're saying yes to may not align with your personal values. If you value yourself by putting your goals first, you'll start to better yourself. In this shift, you'll start making better decisions for you and your family, and will see that your choices align with your goals and values. 2. Exercise. It might seem a little strange that exercise is a motivation tip, especially when you might be lacking motivation in this area, but exercise is very important for your mood. If you get the blood flowing at least 5 times a week, you'll see an increase in your productivity, your mood, and your energy. When I say get moving, I mean something moderately active that gets your heart rate up. This could be power walking or active house cleaning, something physical but not over the top. If you make it a habit of working out 5 to 7 times a week, you will start to see a difference in yourself and will probably start getting more done throughout the day. And 3, accountability. Holding yourself accountable can be difficult, especially if you're trying to accomplish a goal on your own. That's why it's important to identify your main goal and then break it down into smaller goals. Taking a large goal, like running a marathon, and breaking it into 5 smaller goals will help focus your efforts and will help build confidence to reach that large goal. This works for any goal, like opening a business, trying to increase sales, or wanting to run your household more smoothly. Another way to increase accountability is to get a friend or family member to help you. This can be as simple as just telling them what you want to accomplish and why. If you want to stay off of social media, for example, give your child or spouse permission to call you out if they see you on Facebook, or even allow them to take the computer away if it's too distracting. Enlisting someone you trust to help you stay on task and accountable will remind you of your goal and why it's important. How to Stick to Your Diet and Exercise by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. Deciding to start a healthy dose of exercise paired with a healthy diet is a goal for many, but how do you stay with it with temptation on every menu and in every aisle of the grocery store? Staying consistent with any goal, especially with diet and exercise, requires a lot of focus and preparation. In my experience, it comes down to three things: consistency, accountability, and goals. It may seem obvious, but here's my breakdown of each and how you can apply them to your life. Consistency. Being consistent is having a general movement forward towards something. It can also be defined as being predictable, having regular harmony, or steady continuity. Being consistent means you're making progress in the right direction, while understanding that there will be some up days and some down days, just like with everything else. You have to expect that you'll do whatever it is you want to do, and that you'll keep showing up despite negative thoughts that you'll fall off the bandwagon. Replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations will remind you of how you plan to make progress and reach your goal. Being consistent is a skill, so you can work on it, learn it, and discover which methods work best for you. Accountability. Accountability starts with making a plan. If you want to achieve something, you need to know how you're going to get there, and that starts with a plan. Many use an accountability partner, or partner in crime, to hold them to what they had said they were going to do. Working out with a partner makes it a lot easier to show up and do the work, because if you don't, you'll let them down instead of just letting yourself down. Partners work because you bring each other up and remind each other of what you want to achieve, especially when it feels so far away. And goals. Goals are a huge part of staying consistent and sticking with something because it gives you an end to work towards. Make sure your goals are small and attainable, not large and feeling like they're far away. If you want to lose 75 pounds, as an example, make sure you break it down into 5-pound increments, because 5 pounds is a shorter goal and will give you momentum to knock down the 75 pounds as you continue working. Make sure you schedule time every day to work towards whatever goal you set, but remember that you aren't striving for perfection, just a consistent effort. No one is perfect, and life is going to get in the way. Just make sure you work on it more days than not, and you'll be well on your way to achieving your goals and learning how to consistently show up. If you stumble or have a down day, just pick yourself up and try again at the next opportunity. Your progress will be up and down, but if you're consistent, you'll achieve whatever it is you set your mind to. You just listened to the posts titled The Motivation You Need Today and How to Stick to Your Diet and Exercise, both by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. A thoughtfully built wardrobe comes down to pieces that mix well and last. That's where Quince shines. Premium fabrics, considered design, and everyday essentials that feel effortless to wear and dependable, even as the seasons change. Quince works directly with top factories. No middlemen, no brand markup. Their cashmere is 100% Mongolian, the same grade luxury brands use, and I'd highly recommend checking it out. Like their cashmere polo, it's incredibly soft and feels expensive, but is actually affordable. Stop overcomplicating your wardrobe. You need a few pieces that actually work. Right now, go to quince.com/OHD for free shipping and 365-day returns. That's a full year to build your wardrobe and love it. And you will. Now available in Canada too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last. Go to quince.com/OHD for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/OHD. If you're a small business, the right hire can be make or break. Hoping the right people see your job posting isn't the best growth strategy. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. Dr. Neil here with my commentary. Let's go back to Chalene's first post, The Motivation You Need Today. In that article, Chalene gave us the example of setting a goal to run 5 miles. If we haven't run 1 mile, finding the motivation to run 5 all at once is going to be pretty rough. So Chalene said that a better first step would be to set goals that are attainable. This will help us build confidence to eventually get to our 5-mile goal. So how do we set attainable goals? That's where that article I read from Brian Tracy the other day comes in. Brian talked about this very thing, setting goals to increase your chances for success. Specifically, he talked about setting SMART goals, where SMART is an acronym we can use when setting goals for ourselves. The S in SMART stands for specific, the M refers to measurable, the A, action-oriented, R, realistic, and T refers to some sort of time component. So if we want to use the SMART acronym when we're setting goals for ourselves, it may get us close to actually achieving them. Let me give you an example. So let's go back to the 5-mile example. Let's say you want to eventually run 5 miles. Great goal to have, but one that may not be very realistic, and there's no time component to it. So again, it's not very smart because it's missing some of these important parts. So let's turn run 5 miles into something more specific, measurable, and realistic with a time component. So maybe it'll go something like this. I will run for 5 minutes 3 times this week. Notice how we identified, again, a very specific exercise, running, which also happens to be action-oriented for a measurable amount, 5 minutes, within a specified period of time, this week. And if running for 5 minutes at a time is not realistic, we can cut that time down to something that is more realistic. Or maybe running 3 times this week for 5 minutes is not possible either. Then we can change it up. Maybe we say, I will run for 1 minute 3 times this week, or run for 1 minute every day this week. Either way, these would all be SMART goals. Once we've set a SMART goal, we need to write it down and add it to our calendars so we block out the days and times we're going to go out for those runs. That will make the SMART goal more likely to happen, and then we simply need to adjust the SMART goals over time and repeat. And before we know it, we'll be running those 5 miles. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber of the show. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.